Hey, how's it going everyone? Hope you're all okay. So what we're going to do today is we're going to go and look at a clutch, do a clutch update, potentially maybe do an egg cutting video, but we'll look at the eggs. And if they're not ready to cut, I'll show you guys exactly what I look for, whether or not they're due to cut. So stay tuned, cue the intro, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay, let's look at this clutch. Now this clutch is due to hatch in around 10 days. It's been warm here in the UK. My incubator's been running warm, so I've got a sneaky feeling these are going to probably hatch in, let's say, 5 days. But let's take a look at what I look for when they're around the close date, you know, when they're close to hatching. A few things I tend to check. First thing I want to do, again, every eggs can look different, guys. A lot of people message me saying my eggs are still plump, this and this, should the eggs look like this, should the eggs look like that. As I said before, I can only comment if you incubate your eggs this way. If you don't incubate them this way, then unfortunately, guys, I do struggle to try and help you, to try and explain why maybe your eggs may not have dimpled or have dimpled too soon. It just depends on the way you incubate them. So let's have a look at these. So obviously, as you can see, these are dimpling in. Okay, now like I said, I reckon about 5 days these are due to hatch. What I look for is I'm gently feeling the eggs, and I can't really feel a baby in there yet. Obviously I can feel them, but they're not sort of pushing to the walls of the egg. The other thing I look for is how easy they pull apart. So if you can grab the egg, just gently pull them apart, then they're not far off. What I'll tend to do with a clutch that is clumped together, I will tend to separate them. Now as you can see, this egg here is directly underneath this one. If it decides to cut out, it's going to cut into this one. I'm not saying it will drown or it will hurt the other baby, it just might. So better to be safe than sorry, guys. A lot of people separate the eggs when they get them from the mom. I don't. How they lay is how they stay. I don't rotate them. I don't make them, you know, put them in a pile or anything like that. I just leave them alone, because the way I look at it is, if they were in the wild, the mom wouldn't go and separate the eggs and all that and rotate the eggs. So I've never had any issues. I'm not saying anyone else that does it any different way is the wrong way. I'm just saying this way works for me. I've had no problems, I have no issues, and anything that I do have issues with isn't down to the way I incubate. It's down to either the embryo or whether or not the male has sired the actual egg or fertilized the egg. So that's basically in a nutshell, guys. I mean, these eggs are looking good. You know, like I said, I can separate them pretty easy. You know, like that. And this clutch I'm looking forward to. This was my Pastel Gene X pied, bred to my Pastel possible yellow belly clown female. So obviously we're going to have 100% double hets in this clutch. We're going to mixture of Gene X, Pastel, Super Pastel, possible yellow belly thrown in, who knows. But this is obviously going to be a whole back clutch for sure. I'm just hoping for good sex ratio, but the way my odds have been going this year with the sex ratio, I've been hitting quite high females. The incubator has been running slightly hotter than normal. Some people say that obviously that they run their incubators warmer and they get more females than males. I don't know how true this is, guys, because obviously I've not done enough data collection, so I can't really, you know, guarantee that that is gospel. You're gonna have to really, if you wanted to prove anything like that, you'd have to do it quite a few years in a row. Record the data before you do it, so i.e. you record, or you'd look back at the data 2 or 3 years prior to you doing it, and then you'd run it for 3 years, and then you'd look at the difference, and then maybe after 3 years, then maybe you'd turn it back down. that's a long process, but I can certainly tell you my incubator has been running hotter this year, and I've hit more females. And also, obviously, for those who follow me and those who remember, I had an incubation issue regarding when the electric went. The incubator was probably off for about 2 or 3 days. I think it was only off 2 days, but it was still very cold in there. I did lose 1 or 2 babies, but I can't again definitely say that was down to incubation. Everything else has pulled through and has been perfectly healthy. So it just goes to show how strong and healthy, or how hardy, let's say, ball python eggs can actually be. So hope this helps, guys. Again, if you want to know how I incubate, you can look back at a few of my other videos regarding eggs, and it will tell you exactly how I do it. But again, these look fantastic, so I'm going to get these back in the incubator now, and again, 5 days time we should see some pippers. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helps. Again, you're all awesome and amazing and fantastic. I love all your support. I really do appreciate you all. Please feel free to hit that notification bell and hit that subscribe bell, but if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button. That would mean the world to me. Okay, take care. I hope you're all well. Take care, and I'll speak to you guys soon.